At $30,000 a coin today, this is July 2023. How does a person with only $1,000 buy Bitcoin? Do they have to buy the whole coin?
No, you can definitely buy fractions of a coin, and depending on where you're buying it, right? There's some places with higher fees, some places that are easier than others. But one thing that me and Miguel often recommend is Cash App is one of the easiest ways and fastest ways to get in the game. I think within 24 to 48 hours, if you sign up for Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin. Miguel, what is it, up to at least $1?
Yeah, like $1. You could buy $1 worth, $5 worth, very low fees and stuff like that. But that's kind of a place to start with. Then once they end up are kind of used to kind of the fluctuations of Bitcoin, then they can open up a Coinbase app, a Gemini, or a Kraken. These are the kind of the three main exchanges for U.S. customers, as well as a lot of international customers as well. Coinbase.
And so you guys help them out doing that.
Yes. So with the pre-recorded webinars, we basically say, hey, here's the fastest way, because there's usually about a 2-week period if you sign up for Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, these types of exchanges to connect them to your bank and everything. You have to do KYC these days. Is really heavy from the US side. So Cash App is one of the fastest ways. We usually get people in there quick and then kind of help them along the way, if that makes sense.
I have 60 coins. Would you help me move my coins?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we
get them to cold storage if you don't have them there already.
Yeah, and that's the big thing that we teach there is that there's kind of, you start off with these centralized entities. You have to onboard money with Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini, but from there, we teach people to actually how to take custody of their coins in the it's like physical. It's actually taking custody physically, but in a digital sense, basically, which is the kind of the bridge that a lot of people from the traditional space aren't getting, and then we kind of teach them to learn that. So once you control these coins,
okay,
they're yours. They can't be
so
be copied or anything.
Purely Bitcoin or Ethereum, or do you use other kinds of Doge coins and stuff?
So, yeah, we're what we call coin agnostic, which means we'll make money with anything in crypto because we do understand the market very well. But we want to, the way that I came up with my name, Cultivate Crypto, is we want to compound mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are the majority of the portfolio. Anything else in the portfolio is basically a short-term trade or a, we do, like scratcher tickets, we would call them, with stuff like meme coins. Elon Musk out there definitely has some, times where people like him talk about assets or I would say tokens in crypto that are more like Chuck E. Cheese tokens than necessarily assets like Bitcoin. And so we want to consolidate any profits from that all the way into Bitcoin and Ethereum. But we do have a concept that Miguel often preaches called a moon bag, which means even if you did buy something and let's say you did a 3x on it and you took 2/3 of it back into Bitcoin and Ethereum, so you doubled your Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you have 1/3 of this coin for free, we would keep a moon bag because that coin could go up in more value in the future as well.
Okay, well, you guys are over the head of my listeners, namely me. So once again, I cannot endorse Crypto Mindset. I'm just allowing them the time to speak to you, and please check them out for yourself. The other thing is you have a bunch of old guys who are now either against or for you. Like Peter Schiff finally caved in and he joined the Bitcoin revolution. But you have guys like Nouriel Roubini who are saying the CBDC, the central bank digital currency, will put out Bitcoin. What do you have to say to Nouriel Roubini?
Yeah, I would say Nouriel Roubini, he's been against Bitcoin since the beginning. He says, it's a Ponzi scheme, all that thing. He thinks the US dollar is better. The thing that I would tell him is clearly crypto has a better way of working with community than necessarily countries do with their own currency. And look at Dogecoin. The only reason why Dogecoin is outpacing the dollar is because it has community, because people actually believe in it. And with the US dollar and central bank digital currencies, people will be forced to use them, but people won't actually get behind them.
So you guys will help your students understand what you guys just said, because I have no idea what you just said. But that's the
we
reason.
Translate, yes.
Yeah, it's like with something like Dogecoin. I'm not endorsing Dogecoin, right? I do endorse Bitcoin and Ethereum and some other cryptocurrencies, but not Dogecoin. But even a Dogecoin and I say joke coin, meme coin like Dogecoin, was fractions of pennies years ago. And today it's now worth pennies. At the top, it was worth 81 cents. So a joke coin was almost worth more than $1. Can you believe it? I mean, that's how much they've driven the dollar down to nothing, basically, where a joke coin can basically be 81 cents.
I have no idea what you're talking about, you guys. So just understand that.
Sure.
I think that's the challenge you have. And you have gold guys like Schiff and myself, we're gold guys. And,
Yeah.
I like my gold. I mean, I love my gold because I can see, touch, and feel it. And I don't, I own oil wells. I don't own oil stock. I have real cattle. I don't have cattle futures. I'm pretty much old school if I can see, touch, and feel it. So that's why what you guys are offering guys like me who are still in the dark ages, an opportunity to understand what's going on, what's coming down the road, and how not to get burned. But also discuss with your friends and family about what's happening in this subject called Bitcoin. Because like it or not, the biggest problem is not Bitcoin. The biggest problem is the US dollar. And like I said, back in 1944, it became the reserve currency of the world, which means it was good as gold. And today, the BRICS nations are ganging up against the dollar. So that's August 22nd, 2023, Johannesburg, South Africa. One of the biggest events in world history is taking place. And 99% of the people who have no idea what real money is, they're saving dollars, they're working hard for it, and good as money in the bank and all this, and they're getting ripped off. But they sit there, oh, yeah, I have a college degree. Yeah, I have a lot in savings, and your savings are being ripped to shreds due to a system that was designed to make the rich richer. And that's why Rich Dad was invented, basically to protect people from the banking system. So I'll ask Miguel, name one way you can get screwed with Bitcoin. How do people scam you?
So typically, because the industry is still really young, people just go onto Twitter or they go onto Instagram or they go onto a Telegram group or a Discord. Hey, I need help. I can't find my Bitcoin in my wallet. And all these fake bots show up out of nowhere telling you, hey, I'm from MetaMask support. I'm from this company's support, Trust Wallet support. I'll help you out. Here, say to you, can you give me your passcodes and stuff and we'll help you out? And sure. And then they steal your money. That's one.
Well, the good thing is they can't steal my money because I had no idea what you just said.
It's this thing where this is one of the reasons why we even made the course at all, is just because there's really not a safe place to talk about it. And if you're really brand new, you start asking these basic questions and there's algorithms out there and these bots that just DM you or go in your social medias on your Instagram, say, yeah, I'll help you out. Oh, thank you. And it looks official and it's not. And then you can get ripped off basically. It's just like if someone, we've got Prince of Nigeria needs just $1,000 loan and we'll get his kingdom back, right? It's that level of dumb, but to people, it's the brand new grift, right? But the number one way someone could fail using Bitcoin or Ethereum is basically they forget their passwords. That's one thing, is just password management's bad with a lot of people, or they put it on an iCloud or a phone and that could get stolen. Passcodes should be written down in the physical world, just like your gold and silver, physically and analog, written down and at some point made in metal, preferably over time and stuff. But that's the important thing. It's a lot of Zoomers or even boomers and stuff, right? All the generations, they love to put everything on the phone, and your phone can be hacked into, and that's one thing that's a good old analog is the way to go.
So Charlie, name one way they can get ripped off via Bitcoin.
Yeah. So another way, it always is human error, right? Another way is being too loud on social media about your cryptocurrency, exactly how much you hold and all that stuff. And then if somebody gets physical access, let's say you have the best storage, which is a cold storage wallet, which essentially means you're physically holding your Bitcoin per se. If somebody to basically take that would have to have physical access to your device. So it would be pretty hard to do that in the real world. But there have been instances where people kind of, put their location, all that stuff, and it just be people being stupid.
Well, let me tell you a story. One of my friends, we do these seminars all over the world. He stood up there and says, yes, I have gold and silver and I keep it at my house.
Right.
You, you just invited every crook who lives nearby to come visit you. You know, the name of the course is Crypto Mindset. Again, I can't speak for it because I've never done it, but I would strongly recommend education. Rich Dad makes no recommendations to buy, sell, or hold. And I can't speak for the course, but it sounds better than I know now. And I think it's the wave of the future. And even if Peter Schiff can drink the Kool-Aid, so can I. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much. And then good luck to you, and keep teaching. Appreciate what you guys are doing.